Hello my nerdlings, if you're new here, my name is Nikki. Welcome to my channel where we get nerdy. Today I want to do a series review. I will try and keep spoilers out of the whole thing, but I'm going to review, let me see if I can grab these, the Vancouver Agitators series by Megan Quinn. So Megan Quinn this year has quickly become one of my favorite authors. I have read 12-ish of her books, and she has a poop ton more. And they're like, what's great is, what is great is that a bunch of her characters, like, from one series will show up in another series, like the Kane Brothers series, like the guys show up in here. Same with a couple others, but I haven't read the other series that the people show up in here, so I'm working on it. She has an extensive backlist. I think it's like 37 to 40 books is her backlist, so I have a ways to go, right? But anyways, so the Vancouver Agitators, these guys, this is a group of friends that all play for a professional hockey team called the Vancouver Agitators. In book one, we are following Pacey Laws and Winnie. I can't remember Winnie's last name. But whatever. So what happens in this book is Winnie is on her way to a remote cabin for like a little vacation, and she ends up going off the road and her car getting stuck. And so she figures, I'm going to get out of my car and I'm going to find someone nearby. Maybe I can use their phone because her cell phone doesn't have service. And when she does, she stumbles upon a cabin that has not one, not two, but 5 professional hockey players inside, them being Pacey and his group of friends. Which is Winnie Berlin, that's her name. Which it sounds amazing, right? But she's kind of scared. She's like, I don't know these guys. They're big guys. And she's small and whatnot. But everything turns out all right. But this is the best part. Turns out one of them is my ex-boyfriend's half-brother. That's Pacey. And when I end up crashing in their spare bedroom for the night, things take a very unexpected turn. I'm not sure any amount of survival skills can protect my heart from Vancouver Agitators star goalie Pacey Laws. But as long as we kiss and don't tell, maybe everything will be okay. I love Pacey and I love Winnie. They are such a cute couple, and I really enjoyed this story. Is it my favorite in the series? No. But I still really, really enjoyed it. With that being said, book 2 is Those 3 Little Words by Megan Quinn, obviously. This is following Eli Holmes and Penny, Pacey's little sister, which, brother's best friend trope, absolutely love. However, we have the accidental pregnancy trope, and that is my least favorite trope of all. I don't know why, I don't like it. So I knocked up my best friend's sister. Figured I would get straight to the point because how it happened is more of a snippet of a story I have to tell. The real meat and potatoes is what happened after. Let's start with how she decided to inform me and Pacey the news together. Imagine that nightmare. I was going into what I thought was a hockey marketing meeting, and then bam! I'm going to be dad, and my best friend / teammate is attempting to imprint my face with his fist. It doesn't go over well. Threats were tossed around, friendships were revoked, And then I was marched up to her apartment, suitcases in hand, and forced to live with her so I could take care of her every need. Given how much I've pined for the girl, you would think that wouldn't be a hardship. Wrong. This is my one shot to win my teammate back. Pacey is the only family I've got, so hooking up with his little sister isn't a mistake I can make twice, despite the fact she's pregnant with my child. But with every mood swing, every pair of pants that doesn't fit right, and every late night run to find the perfect donut, I'm finding it harder and harder not to fall in love with my best friend's little sister, especially when she kisses me. I love Eli Hornsby, and I love, like, he's not my favorite agitator. We're getting to my favorite. But Penny is a riot. She is hilarious. She's like that girlfriend that everybody wants because she's just, oh my god. She's funny as all get out. I absolutely love Penny. I do love Eli. But I don't love the accidental pregnancy trope. I don't know why. I just can't stand it. Megan Quinn wrote it really well. She did a fantastic job. It's just I don't like that trope. So this was probably my least favorite book in the entire series. Then next we have Silas Taters, or as Winnie, Pacey's girlfriend, calls him Potato. And Ollie, I can't remember Ollie's last name. Running into your ex is never ideal. Running into your ex who is dating your nemesis is a literal nightmare. So Ollie is a college student. She is in her final year for journalism. She is very much into like more home-based stories, like think Magnolia Network, like that kind of thing, HGTV. But her nemesis at her intern gets to pick her final assignment, and it's like a make or break type assignment, and she gives her hockey. They're at the bar just having a horrible time, and then who walks up but her nemesis and her ex-boyfriend. And Ollie is like, FML, this is terrible. Oh, I have a boyfriend, just, playing it off. Then walks up to Silas Taters, this hockey player, and says, you have 3 seconds to tell me no, or I'm going to kiss you. And they pretend to fake date. In exchange, she helps him understand hockey. So, absolutely love this story. Silas Taters, in the first 2 books, you just get this, he's the epitome of the grump. Like, he is the grump of all grumpy grumps. But Ollie is just, she's such a golden retriever. She wears him down. And I absolutely love this. There is something about Silas that I have never read in a book until here. In here. And oh my god, I didn't realize that was a thing for me. So, love. This is one of the ones I've reread. I've reread 2 of these since finishing the series, and this is one of them. I absolutely love Silas and Ollie. Next is probably my favorite book in this entire series. Yeah, probably is. And that is He's Not My Type. This is following Halsey Holmes and Blakely White. Blakely works as the VIP relations person for the Vancouver Agitators. Halsey is like the star scorer on the team. And he loves Blakely. He has an unrequited love for her for like over a year to 2 years, something ridiculous. And then all of a sudden, Blakely's boyfriend decides to take a job in Australia, and she's like, I'm not going. Like, I love my job. And the fact that you took a job on the other side of the world without even consulting me first, no. So they break up. And you think that, okay, here's Halsey's chance. He can get in with Blakely. Everything will be okay, right? Problem arises. Is it really a problem, though? Blakely's new apartment had pipes burst, and so she has nowhere to stay. In swoops in the meddler of the group named Posey. And, right? Yeah, Posey. Fuck, what's Posey's first name? I can't even remember. Posey he thinks he is the matchmaker of everything. He helped his friends get their girls. So he thinks he can help Halsey get Blakely. And he's like, oh, Halsey's got a spare room. You can go stay with Halsey. And blah, blah, blah. And it goes from there. And it is forced proximity. It is... Halsey is definitely more of a black cat. Like, he's not grumpy, but he's like a black cat romance. He has some trauma that he's still trying to process. And Blakely is there to help him through the whole thing. Absolutely love this one. This is probably, hands down, this is my favorite in the series. However, what is Posey's... Posey, what is your name? Levi Posey. This is the last book in the series, so this is War. This is Levi Posey's book. Posey is a hopeless romantic. He wants all of his friends to have love, and he wants to find love himself, but he struggles with it big time. The only thing he truly, truly loves is bologna sandwiches, and that is because he's a hockey player, so he has his rituals. He has to have a bologna sandwich before every game. And who does he happen to fall in love with? His coach's daughter. I'm still unclear on how I got into this predicament in the first place. A year ago, I was a man with one thought on his mind, the redhead I met at the hotel bar. 12 months later, I found her. Unfortunately for me, she not only happens to be my very off-limits coach's daughter, but my new assistant and roommate. I don't even need an assistant, but Coach Wood doesn't take no for an answer. Add him writing up tasks for his own daughter, Wiley, to complete for me, well, it's his own form of sweet torture. So basically what happens is Wiley knows what she wants to do, and it doesn't match her dad's vision. So her dad says, what you have to do is you have to work for one of my guys and do everything he asks for, and blah, blah, blah. And then the coach is like, make her life miserable. And Posey's like, that's not me. Like, he's a good guy. He's a genuine sweetheart. And so Coach ends up writing these god-awful, stupid tasks. And you can imagine how that goes. But this is the Vancouver Agitators. Absolutely love this series. It would probably be number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, if I had to rate them in the order that I liked them. But I highly recommend them. I'm hoping you might want to pick these up. If you do, tell me what you think about them in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, you are loved and you are valid.